And for you to be going on about a man not having a college degree is just unbelievable.
Oh, that's not what troubles me. It was the fact that he lied about it.
Well, weren't you shocked to find out that he had the strength to tell me about it himself?
Well, I simply don't understand.
Of course. You don't understand a man who would act out of simple honesty.
You have totally misconstrued my intentions.
No, I've not. Actually, I'm finally on to you, Langley. You're not going to be able to con me so easily again.
I am not trying to con you, Phoebe. I love you.
Oh, love, you don't know the meaning of the word. Just go away.
Mrs. Wallingford, what's the matter with you?
Nothing. There's no use talking about it.
Will you sit down a while with me?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, just dropped by to tell you everything's all set for your departure. Do you remember the steward that I used to have?
Yes, Claude. Yes, I always liked him.
Oh, yes, Chloe. He's very fond of you, too. I've told him to stock the entire plane with all your favorite goodies, from champagne to strawberries.
How thoughtful of you.
Yeah. This is going to be very good for you, Erica. Help get your mind off your troubles with Jeremy.
I don't have any troubles with Jeremy. Our relationship is over completely. Excuse me. Hello?
Erica.
Jeremy.
Well, I tell you, the one thing I'm not looking forward to is being alone with Erica for the long trip.
I thought that you were taking a cameraman and a whole crew with you.
Oh, they left yesterday. They went on a commercial flight.
Well, I'm glad at least that you're in a private plane. These commercial flights with all this terrorist stuff happening.
Oh, well, that's certainly one thing you don't have to worry about. In fact, you don't have to worry about anything.
Weather delay. The plane won't be leaving till almost noon, and the two women won't be boarded till the last minute.
Great. That means we can get the people out of the plane with no problem.
Right, no hysterical women. And they'll have no idea that anything's gone wrong.
Till they get where we're going. Everything's gonna work out just perfectly.
Introduces a glass cleaner that really works. Glassworks. Glassworks made with vinegar instead of ammonia cleans better than Windex. New Glassworks with vinegar cuts through the toughest greasy smudges faster and easier, so there's less work for you. And everything you clean is shiny and streak-free. New Glassworks made with vinegar cleans with less work. Maybe it works too well.
Frito-Lay has a new flavored Lay's brand potato chip. It's called
jalapeno and cheddar.
Okay, I got it now. New Lay's
jalapeno and cheddar.
No other chip can say it. No one can eat just one.
Man.
Do you forget Frito-Lay's dip? Using the theory of Velcro touch fasteners, you can remember the dip when you pick up the chips.
The best way to remember Frito-Lay's dip is to taste what it does to our chips.
Isn't science wonderful?
These are the amazing Lee press-on nails. They press on in seconds. No glue and no mess. Simply press on Lee Super Stick tabs, peel off the backing, then press on Lee press-on nails. That's all. Easy on, easy off. Everything you need in one package for beautiful nails in a twinkling. Each package comes with 20 nails in a variety of sizes for a quick, easy fit. Press on for any pressing engagement. Use them again and again. Lee press-on nails just won't break or split. Apply your favorite polish. You'll find they're almost impossible to chip. So press on. Lee press-on nails. In natural length for lovely nails anytime. And glamour length for times when you want longer, beautiful nails. And now there's Lee press-on nails to go. Everything you need in this handy designer carry kit. Lee press-on nails to go.
I hope I didn't wake you. Of course, it's barely dawn out here.
No, not at all. I'm still an early riser.
But your voice sounded strange.
Well, I guess I'm just surprised to hear from you, that's all. I mean, especially from California. They told me yesterday that you had checked out.
Yeah, well, I've run into some friends and invited me to stay with them. You said you tried to call me yesterday?
Yes, it was nothing, really. It was just business, and it was something that I wound up taking care of myself.
Well, this is business, too, you know. When I was presenting my work at the mural committee, one of the members wanted to buy one of the paintings that I did of you.
Does that present a problem?
Well, I really feel that the painting belongs to you.
Oh, nonsense. No, you did all the work. The painting belongs to you. You can dispose of it as you choose.
Erica, I miss you.
Well, you got this job out there painting the mural. Does that mean that you're going to be moving out there?
No, I mean, yes. I got the commission, but I'll be working in Pine Valley, and I'll be shipping it out here in sections.
Oh, I see. Good for you.
Erica, I'll be back tomorrow. Is there any other business you'd like to discuss? Maybe we could meet?
No, I'm afraid that's impossible because I have to leave for Venezuela. Actually, I have to leave later this morning.
So soon? I didn't realize.
Yes. So I have a lot of things that I have to do between now and then, and I must say goodbye.
Goodbye. Erica, take care.
Well, what's all this nonsense about being totally finished with Jeremy?
But I am. Well, my goodness. I mean, if you want to make a big deal over a little business matter.
Oh, Erica, I read you like an open book.
Well, then read this chapter. It's called I Have to Pack. Just get out of here and leave me alone.
Greg, could you have possibly let drop away that we had been talking about his resume?
No, that's impossible. There's no way, Professor. That conversation was strictly confidential.
Well, I know you're an honorable young man. Still, it's possible that you might have let something slip out inadvertently.
No, I'm afraid that's impossible. As a matter of fact, I haven't even spoken to Wade since you and I talked.
I found that very mystifying, and I'm certainly in a bad spot with Phoebe.
Well, I am sorry. Did you confront Wade?
No, I simply started talking about the university, hoping that he would come clean about it.
And what did he say?
He kept on lying, which is what worried me. So when Phoebe came home from New Mexico last night, I tried to have a discussion about it. Well, she lit the ceiling. She blasted me out of the room, calling me an unfeeling wretch. Wade, it seems, had gotten to her a half an hour before and had confessed to lying about getting a degree, that some sad circumstances had prevented his graduating when he was only credits away.
I don't get that. I mean, why would Wade lie to you and then turn around and tell your wife the truth?
Well, that's why I wondered if you had alerted him.
No. Of course, I can see why you would think that, but Wade's timing certainly is incredible.
Well, it certainly is the most bizarre coincidence. I tell you, my boy, if you ever get married, be prepared for what we call the communications gap.
Honey, you didn't happen to say anything to Wade about the professor coming to me with that business about the University of Arizona?
No. Why in the world would I do that? I don't even know Wade.
Now, Nana, you must calm down, Mrs. Walling.
How can I calm down when I am constantly faced with their disloyalty, their utter selfishness?
Yes, I know, but after all, they are family.
What good is family when they're never there when I need them? You're the only one who stands by me when everybody else deserts me.
I know, but Langley, he is your husband.
Oh, don't mention that name to me. It makes me sick. I am washing my hands of him.
But still, there's Brooke.
Brooke?
Yes.
She has turned her back on me for that miserable bag lady.
Well, what about your son, Link? And your grandson, surely?
They have moved so far away, I could die of loneliness. They don't either know nor care. Oh, Wade, you are the only one who cares anything about me. And I have decided to reward you. I've changed my will. I've made you my sole beneficiary.
Mrs. Wallingford, I can't believe that.
Well, look, here it is. My new will. Read it for yourself. I've left everything to you.
I can never thank you enough, Evie.
Oh, Wade. Oh, my
It's all mine now.
Want to know 3 great reasons to choose Wesson? Wesson vegetable, corn, and sunflower oil. 3 all-natural ways to fry right.
My fried chicken's got to be crispy and juicy, and my oil's got to be Wesson vegetable oil.
What could be better? Good food and the goodness of corn oil. Wesson corn oil.
Eating light is right.
And today's light dishes taste great with Wesson sunflower oil.
Wesson vegetable, corn, and sunflower oil. With every bite, you know you're frying right.
Your sink's clogged.
No kidding.
Get the all-purpose drain opener, Crystal Drano.
How about liquid plumber?
No, it may not work on grease. Drano works on grease, food, and hair. There's liquid Drano, too. Liquid plumber can't beat it.
No, that Drano.
That's why there's one name to know, Drano.
Private, how do we stay looking clean?
With automatic vanish, sir. Its tough detergent formula helps keep us clean and deodorized.
With automatic vanish, the clean goes on and on.
Are these the correct coordinates? Earth, planet, from the sun.
By noon today, America will be overrun with UFOs, unique fragrance objects, lemons and limes. Introducing new lemon lime palm olive. Now there are 2 palm olive liquids. Look for new lemon lime palm olive.
Coming now to a scent near you.
Mom, do you think I have a magnetic personality?
Sure.
So do these socks.
Static cling, you got us again.
Fab with fabric softener. Breaks the static barrier. Full-strength detergent.
So clean.
Full-strength fabric softener.
So soft.
Fab, the only lemon fresh and clean that breaks the static barrier.
Guess who else thinks I have a magnetic personality?
Not your socks again.
No, Angela Philpott.
Ben?
Hey, Natalie. Hi, how are you?
My mother hasn't come downstairs yet, has she?
I haven't been here that long, actually. Adam has taken a call in the study, and he should be out in a minute.
I haven't had a chance to tell you. I'm very glad you and Donna are back together again.
Not as glad as I am.
Well, I think also, though, I owe you an apology for letting that phony encyclopedia salesman in the door.
Well, don't worry about it. You couldn't have known it was that creep Calvin who'd been bothering Donna.
Well, still, I had no right to tell him you no longer live there. Your separation's a private matter.
Thank heaven it's all over.
Well, anyway, I'm glad for both of you. You know, Donna's been such a great neighbor to me. Ever since we moved in, she's been so helpful and so kind.
That's my Donna. She's got a bigger heart than anybody I know. Hello, Natalie. Benny, Josh said you wanted to see me. Yes, I just wanted to return your key and say thank you very much.
Oh, it's too bad it didn't work out.
Well, I feel kind of lucky it didn't.
I understand Nina has joined Daisy. There's so many more women than men on those cruises. Who knows? She might get lonely.
Yeah. Well, I plan on staying with my wife. Listen, I wanted to ask you if there were any job openings in your organization.
Oh, I don't know of any offhand, but I'll send a note to personnel.
It's very kind of you. I can't ask for more than that. Here's your key, and thanks again for your generosity. And, of course, Natalie, great to see you.
Bye, Benny.
Well, don't you look radiant this morning?
Thank you. I came by to see Mother. I got a call from her. Says she's not feeling well.
Well, I think we can blame that on a hangover. She tangled with a bottle of 90-proof liqueur last night. It kind of set her on her ear.
I'm sure it did. Well, I better go take a look at her, see if I can do something to help.
Before you leave, come and have a chat.
I came to say goodbye to Laura.
Laura?
Yes. Well, she and I have become very close. I wouldn't think of leaving for South America without saying a very special goodbye.
Wait a minute, refresh my memory. Since when have you become so gun-ho about kids?
Laura's not kids, Brooke. She's Tom's little girl, and she happens to adore me. If you don't believe me, just wait till she sees me.
I didn't say that Laura doesn't like you.
What did you say, Brooke?
I think that you are making a big deal out of Laura because you're trying to prove something to yourself and to everybody else.
Well, that's ridiculous. What in the world would I have to prove?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know that you're very upset because you've lost the man you love to a pregnant woman.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's very clear to me. Now I see exactly what it is you're trying to do.
All I'm trying to do is to keep you from using my daughter, showering her with gifts, whatever.
How can you do that? How can you begrudge your own child presents?
I have told you, I do not want you to spoil her, especially when it's basically to satisfy your own ego.
Well, as I said, I understand exactly what you are doing, exactly why you are so hostile. You found out that I invited Tom to come to Venezuela. Well, I'll tell you something. He refused because of you.
Well, that's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Well, he just thought that things would be uncomfortable with you along. After all, you would be the fifth wheel.
I would be the fifth wheel. This is my trip. It's my feature.
Are you kidding? It's me America wants to see. It's my face that America will tune in to see. I mean, I am the star of this show. And nobody cares who the reporter is who narrates the thing.
The thing happens to be my creation. It is Brooke English feature.
Starring Erica Kane. You said to me yourself that if I backed out as I wanted to, that the entire thing would go down the tubes.
All right. We're going to be spending a lot of time together, all right? Let's not fight. We're going to be working in close quarters. I think we should have a truce that we are not going to get on each other's nerves. Is that agreed?
Agreed. Well, I'll bring a book. That way we won't have to struggle with conversation.
Fine.
Oh, Wade, these are really charming.
Well, how can you miss with a subject like little Laura, huh?
Oh, I'll bet Brooke was really thrilled with these.
Oh, she was pleased. I imagine. You know, it's a little hard to tell with Brooke. She has a bit of a facade about her.
Oh? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I guess Brooke does seem a little reserved at first, but wait till you get to know her better. You'll see.
Oh, well, actually, I invited her to dinner while you were away.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I really hope you will pursue a friendship with Brooke.
Well, I'm afraid that's out of the question, Mrs. Wallingford. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not that I don't like her. I'll always be cordial to her and friendly because she is part of your family. And I do adore little Laura, but I'm afraid that's all I'm going to be able to manage.
Oh, dear. Mm-hmm. Did something unfortunate happen?
Well, it's really made me quite uneasy. I'd really rather not talk about it if you don't mind.
Oh, now, Wade, come on. You know I can't rest until I hear all about it, so just tell me.
Well, if you insist. Well, she accepted my dinner invitation easily enough. I never dreamed for a minute that she would want anything more than just getting better acquainted.
well, what more did she want?
Well, when we had dinner that night, she was giving me the 3rd degree. It was like I was having dinner with a DA or something, but I just threw it off as part of Brooke's character, being a reporter and all like that.
Oh, for goodness sakes, a social situation is certainly no place for a 3rd degree.
Yes, I agree. And it wasn't until the next day that I found out the reason for her probing questions. You know how Langley has always insisted that he was not the one who left the study door open.
Oh, now that is ridiculous. Of course he's the one. Who else
Yes,
would it
well, Brooke had decided that I was the one who had done it. And that I was even in cahoots with a burglar.
Why, that is ridiculous. How dare she even suggest such a thing?
Mrs. Wallingford, she did even more than suggest it. Why? Yeah, I don't really think it's a good idea if I go on with the rest of this.
Wade, you must.
All right. Well, I went over to her apartment one day, and as I opened the door to me, she looked like she had seen a ghost. She went tearing on out, so I figured I would follow her to find out what was wrong. I followed her to the Pinecone Motel, and I saw her get out of her car, go in, and come out just a few minutes later. I went in to ask the desk clerk what it was all about. He said that he had told Brooke the day before that a tall, blonde man had visited the burglar. Yes. And why she was so surprised when I opened her door is because that desk clerk had just phoned her and said the tall, blonde man had returned. And so she was convinced that she was going to find me down at the Pinecone Motel. Mrs. Wallingford, I can't tell you how hurt I was when I realized that's what she had in mind. I packed my bags. I was going to leave right then.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't think I'd have stood it if I'd come home and found you gone.
That is exactly why I decided against it. You see, I couldn't possibly leave you in the lurch.
Oh, thank heaven you didn't go. Well, I am certainly going to give Brooke a piece of my mind.
No, Mrs. Wallingford, there's no need to do that. But you see, she apologized completely and everything's fine now.
Well, it isn't fine in my book. I'm going to read her the Riot Act, and right now.
Give her both barrels, baby.
Oh, I thought you were speaking to someone.
Oh, no, sir, I was just humming to myself.
Well, as long as you're alone, there's a question I'd like to put to you.
Fire away, Mr. Wallingford.
I would like to know what you're up to with my wife.
Hunt's asked me how much I could squeeze into one commercial. Here goes. Hunt's all-natural barbecue sauce has this new squeezable plastic bottle. So when you squeeze America's best-tasting barbecue sauce on chicken or ribs or burgers, you don't waste a drop. There, I showed how good it tastes. I showed how squeezable it is. Did I forget anything? It's shatterproof, right? Right.
Hunt's all-natural barbecue sauce in a new plastic bottle.
Big boys got what it takes. Slow-burning fuel of whole wheat flakes. Nothing halfway, nothing sweet. Just the staying power of good whole wheat. Yeah, hey, bananas, join the team. Fueling up to go full steam. Wheaties, good whole wheat. Now go tell your mama what the big boys eat.
Watch. I'm killing roaches just by doing this. This is Combat, a totally different and powerful roach killer. So effective, I don't worry about roaches anymore. I simply placed Combat discs anywhere I saw roaches. Combat kills roaches here and here. Even kills them next to food. And Combat works for 3 months. I love the difference it's made in our home.
Combat's in, roaches out. Now available for ants, too.
Meet Hunter of Loving and talk about compulsive eating, 9 a.m. live.
Well, this is New York Harbor, and this is where, on Liberty Weekend, everything is going to happen.
Imagine 13 million people, the president, choirs, dancers, entertainment, sports superstars, and the biggest fireworks display ever.
It all begins next week only on ABC.
Phoebe, I'm sorry. Sorry? You are sorry? Well, that isn't sufficient. How dare you accuse that dear sweet man after all he's done for me, and for absolutely
absolutely no reason.
Look, at the time, I thought I had a reason.
Well, you hadn't. All you had was your arrogant reporter's attitude. And I can't believe you would have no concern over my feelings.
Oh, your feelings?
Yes. I have come to consider that young man as almost a part of my family. Why, he has shown me more care and consideration than any of you have.
Oh, now, wait just a minute.
That's not... Listen, you don't care. You would abuse him, you would insult him, and drive him away from me. And just for some silly notion that you got in your head.
I apologized to him. Did he neglect to tell you that?
No, he certainly didn't. In fact, he was very kind and sweet in the way he spoke about you. He begged me not to say a word to you. But I told him I could not let this kind of outrage pass.
Well, if Wade can forgive me, then why can't you?
Because I think it is time somebody showed you up for the kind of hypocrite you are. Here you can accept that Jane person without a murmur, without a single question. And yet, you would accuse and abuse this man who has risked his life for me and treated me as though he were my own son.
Why would you lie to me about getting your degree and then tell my wife the truth?
Well, sir, when you were questioning me, I felt a certain pressure.
I wasn't questioning you. I was simply having a conversation about the university.
Well, Mr. Wallingford, forgive me, but it seemed to me that you were a bit snobbish about the idea of a degree.
Oh, come, that's nonsense when you know that I've been working night and day trying to get a degree myself.
Yes, sir, but it's exactly. You see, I knew how you were knocking yourself out. How could I go and admit that I had lied about receiving mine?
Well, then why turn around and tell my wife the truth?
Because our conversation spurred a memory within me about that lie in my resume. I decided to do something about it, get rid of it. I decided to start by telling your wife, since she's been so understanding of me.
Well, to you maybe, but certainly not to me. It seems that every day it gets worse and worse. And this latest incident has done nothing but add fuel to the fire. Forgive me, I don't mean to take my bitterness out on you. But I'm so frustrated, I simply don't know what to do.
Sir, if you don't mind taking my advice, I suggest you just let her cool off for a little bit. Let her relax. She'll come around, I assure you.
Perhaps you're right.
Hi, Bill. Who's piloting? Dick Bass?
Yes, he is, and I wonder what happened to him. He's supposed to be here before me.
Well, what's the weather picture? Any trouble spots on the way down?
Should be pretty smooth going all the way.
Great. Miss Kane used to get a little hysterical whenever we ran into turbulence.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Chandler can calm the lady down.
Well, he's not coming this trip, which reminds me, I've got to phone him right now.
Yes, Adam Chandler here.
Yes, this is Claude Mornay. I just came aboard. Everything's set.
Very good, very good. Did you get the finest food possible from Miss Kane?
Don't worry, sir. I've made arrangements for special meals to be prepared by the chef at Antoine's.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Plenty of caviar and champagne?
Yes, sir. We're well stocked.
Very good. Have a good trip.
Thank you, sir.
Delivery. You want to check out the order?
No, this isn't my order. In fact, I didn't order from you people at all. I ordered directly from Antoine's.
So, they have us make the deliveries.
Oh? It still doesn't look like my order. First of all, I've got 5 people on board. You only have 3 meals here. I've got 3 crew members and 2 passengers.
Yeah, well, the special meals for the passengers are right there at the bottom, buddy.
Where? I don't see them.
Well, look, it's easy. Can't you read? I mean, it's right... Oh, God!
All My Children will continue in a moment. Child development expert Dr. Betty Caldwell.
What have you learned, Amy?
I never talk to strangers.
Good. Learning about safety shouldn't be scary. That's why I really approve of this new See and Say. It teaches your child to be careful in a fun way.
Do I know how to cross the street, Dr. Betty?
How?
I never cross the street alone. I hold your grown-up hand.
The new See and Say Safe and Sound, created under the guidance of the Child Development Advisory Board of Mattel Preschool.
What butter brings to everything is gold.
What butter brings is something that margarine cannot, because margarine is mostly hydrogenated oil and water, not a dairy product at all. Butter is dairy fresh milk that brings something special to everything.
What butter brings to everything is gold. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. White Mountain Cooler. Cooler. Keeping it light. Cooler. Crisp and refreshing. It's got the taste that's always right. It's fun getting to the bottom of one.
Original and new orange.
Would you spend a fortune for a new car? Tomorrow we'll hear about an auto auction worth millions. Also, Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, on Good Morning America.
In celebration of Living Well Ladies' grand reopenings in Roseville and Southgate, all clubs are offering you the perfect 10. Call now and start shaping up for only $10 down and $10 a month. Hurry, final week.
Hello, bagel lovers. This is Murray Lender of Lender's Bagels. Facing you is my brother Sam, and facing nobody is my brother Marvin. Tell me, you know what's more delicious for your family than a Lender's Bagel for breakfast? Nothing. Because we half-bake our bagels to make them crispy outside and soft and chewy inside. So when you top a Lender's Bagel with cream cheese or whatever you like, nothing is more delicious. Or did I say that already? Lender's, the first name in bagels since 1927. Boy, that's a lot of years.
Mention Meijer and what do you think of? Well, I think of one-stop shopping, lots of services, and of course, low prices.
This week, save on Tropicana frozen orange juice. Only 77 cents. Brighten your morning with Tropicana, regular or home style. And slide into summer fun with the Whammo Slip and Slide. Only $15.97 at Meijer. It's a family favorite.
But most of all, I think of Meijer as a place I'm proud to work.
Check us out.
Dudley Do Right, followed by the famous Mr. Ed, today at 4.
Is Wilma feeling better?
Yes, I fixed her an ice pack and prescribed some non-alcoholic liquids for a change.
That's right, I'm forgetting that you're a nurse as well, along with all your other attributes. It's a shame Jeremy doesn't appreciate you for the treasure that you are.
Oh, don't worry, Adam. I think he's going to enjoy what I'm planning now. I talked to Tad Martin, asked him to find me some gallery space, and I'm making arrangements for Jeremy to have a show of all his paintings as soon as he gets back.
Well, aren't you the supportive wife?
I am. I certainly want to be helping Jeremy with his work.
Well, do what you want. If you ask me, it's not going to help you much in your battle against Erica.
There is no battle against Erica, Adam. She's been vanquished.
Oh, really? Well, I happened to be in her living room this morning when Jeremy called. And I got the distinct feeling that though Erica was making sure her side of the conversation sounded very cool, Jeremy's was quite a bit warmer.
Adam, why are you doing this? Why are you being cruel? Are you deliberately trying to upset me?
Well, if you want me to keep things from you, fine. I thought I was being a good friend by telling you what's going on.
I'm sure you're right. It just knocks the wind out of me. I was feeling very good about my idea about the gallery.
Natalie, you're not a quitter. If somebody knocks you down, you jump right back up and start swinging again.
Would you mind if I used your telephone to call California?
No. No, not at all. I don't think it'd be a good idea to tell him that I was with Erica when he called this morning.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not going to do that. Do you mind, Adam?
Oh, no, of course not.
Hello?
Jeremy, it's me.
Natalie, I tried to call you 10 minutes ago.
Yes, I was out.
How are you and the baby doing?
We're fine. We're fine. As a matter of fact, I've enrolled in a Lamaze class. You remember Donna told us how good that would be for the baby.
Yeah, well, I believe that is the best way for a baby to come into this world. I'm glad you're doing it.
Well, of course, I can't do it alone. I do need to have a coach. I'm the only one in class who didn't have one.
Well, then why don't you ask Wilma to be your coach?
Your mother she's totally useless in anything that demands concentration.
Oh, come on, give her a chance. I'm sure she'd be very happy to assist at a grandchild's birth.
I've talked to her. She's against the idea. She believes in a totally unconscious kind of childbirth. That's the way she had me.
Natalie, did you explain to her that doing it without anesthetics is healthier for you and the baby?
Face it, Jeremy, I can't count on her for anything. You know, her little problem. She was too hungover this morning to even get up out of bed.
Well, I guess you're right. Well, there must be someone else, no? How about your sister, Janet? She should be very happy to come for a visit.
Janet's far too busy. Besides, you are ignoring the obvious choice. The baby's father. Most of the women have their husbands helping them.
Well, I guess you're right about that. Fine, Natalie. I'll be your coach.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Are you still planning on coming in tomorrow? There's an evening class I can enroll us in.
Yes, I'll be there for the class tomorrow night. But now, listen, I'm not staying here tonight. I've been invited for dinner and to stay over at the Huntleys. You know, the big art collectors? Well, he was one of the member of the Mural Commission Board.
Well, you have a nice time. I look forward to seeing you.
Well, thank you. Now, listen, I'd like you to take the phone number here in case there's an emergency. Do you have paper and pencil?
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. What is it?
Okay, area code 415. And number is 555-8414.
The last thing in the world I want to do is have a quarrel with that baby before I leave.
Oh, I think she's going to be over here in a day or so to get your number in Venezuela so she can call and forgive you.
You know, that gives me an idea.
Oh, want to get it,
Yeah.
sweetie?
You seem surprised to see me.
Oh, maybe I am.
You didn't think I'd come over to say goodbye? This is going to be a big trip for you. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Tom.
And I'm also here to invite you and Laura to an early dinner at the Gold Post.
Oh, Tom, that would be wonderful.
Oh, great.
Mother, do you think maybe you ought to check on Laura?
Oh, yes. She